and Cancer rising, please make sure to check out your sun, your moon, and your rising sign video, as you may be operating more fully from one aspect of your personality over another at any given time. Also keep in mind, though I say this is you, I am aware this can be someone else around you. All right? How much it resonates largely depends on how much you know about the lives of people around you. You can't possibly know every detail. And recently I found out that sometimes my readings are telling you about a conversation you're going to have, all right, that may or may not have anything to do with you, but you're going to hear the conversation. So there's that. Cancer. I'm getting something about a placation. Okay. I don't know what that means. Kind of like go on vacation. It feels short. It doesn't feel like a long travel, but like a vacation away where you can kind of let your hair down. All right. Some of you may be about to embark on something like that. That's not everybody. But it is a definite feeling of relaxation. Okay. Some of you, it could be long distance, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels short. It feels like you can finally let your hair down and relax, okay? Something about that. All right, Cancerians. What is the energy right now for the Cancerians? For some of you, it could even be somebody who's been like a thorn in your side, kind of leaving for a while even, you know? All right, look, Aquarius, that's the freedom card. A sense of freedom is coming to you, all right? Some of you, it could be concerts or festivals or something like that involved. Cancerians. But there's definitely here an urge for freedom from something. Cancerians. For a lot of you, I feel like it's more just like wanting freedom from toxic environments. Okay. Heavy environments. Or you could be dealing with an Aquarius person or somebody with strong Aquarius in their chart. Cancerians, there we go. Some of you are wanting financial freedom. Like you don't want your resources tied with somebody anymore. There could be something like that. If it's not that, it's like some of you are going, and that's funny because I was getting that feeling. It was almost like a sense of freedom and being kind of like, how do you say it? Like in a sensual way. Like, you know, I don't know. Because Taurus is all about the creature comforts, you know. So some of you definitely, this could be like a relaxing spa day, for instance. You know, a concert or a relaxing spa day or something like that. Cancerians. Some of you may be wanting freedom here, wanting creature comforts, that kind of stuff, but there's something about your career. Maybe your career is standing in the way, or there's something, oh, some of you may be wanting freedom from your career. I mean, wanting freedom, but it's like you want to work spiritually, okay? Maybe you want to be a preacher or a priestess or a tarot reader or astrology reader or something like that for some of you. But a lot of you are wanting freedom from being financially invested in a job situation, but there's a legal situation that's keeping you from being able to move out of this position, all right? Or something about wanting freedom financially from a father, but there's some sort of legal red tape around that, okay? All right, let's move on. What's going on for the Cancerian people? All right. What's going on for the Cancerian people right now? Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces person, okay? Or this could be, basically, this can be several different things. You saying and doing all the things that you think other people want you to do. Or this could be something about a proposal. Remember, proposals are not always like wedding proposals. It can be a proposal that we go to breakfast together, all right? But there could be some sort of like offer coming into you, okay? Cancerians. Hold on. Cancerians. Okay. Y'all got a lot of Pisces energy. That's 2 cards that are Pisces. Can y'all hear my neighbor? Okay. Something about either one, doing what other people want you to do and saying what they want you to say and feeling stuck. Or this could be something about some sort of proposal that's being made. Thank you. Some sort of proposal that's being made that isn't able to move forward, okay? It could be either way for you guys. It could be something that you're doing behind the scenes also, or something that happened in the past. This could be about love, like behind the scenes love, you know, like a hidden romance or something like that. Doesn't have to be, but with the Lovers, I go, it might be about love, okay? Some of you, you were so busy trying to be of service to other people that you may have left yourself out in the cold, so to speak, all right? Or doing what other people thought you should do. Cancerians. I don't know if I should take that one. Yeah, I feel like you were I hate to say that, but it has a vibe of like somebody wanted you to choose a new beginning, a new direction, right? And this direction wasn't meant for you, is the feeling that I'm getting. This direction wasn't meant for you. But some of you may have been dealing with past health issues or hidden health issues, psychological health issues, something like that. I feel like there's something about needing to be more of service to yourself. All right, I'm just going to say that. Cancerians, I want to take this right here. Some of you may be leaving this behind. Whatever it feels like you were forced into, maybe shoved into, maybe coaxed into, that you didn't want to do, you're leaving. Thank you. I think you're leaving. Some of you are. If not, this could be a Pisces or a Gemini person. Okay, because that's the signs I'm seeing in this tarot part. But there could be something about differing belief systems or something legal or something about something being published also. Why do I get this feeling of like leaving and coming back? Leaving and coming back. For legal reasons, maybe? Some sort of legal agreement, legal communication, a legal situation involving a sibling. I don't know, but I don't know. I feel like this wishy-washy energy has got you stuck now. Y'all, some of y'all, this may be about third-party sex or reuniting for sex. Oh no, you left because of that. Okay. You made a proposal to reunite, but you were stuck because of a sex choice, choosing a new beginning. Y'all, whatever the fuck that means. And just keep on going. If sex is not involved in this, then this is just somebody who chooses a new beginning, leaves, reunites, and moves forward again. All right, this is back and forth energy. Cancerians. Oh. Y'all, this is gonna go wild. This is probably the fucking wildest shit I've ever seen. Whew. All right. This is definitely not going to be everybody, but I've got to tell you this storyline that I'm getting for at least one Cancerian. There's a proposal choice that's stuck because you chose a new beginning and to leave because of third-party sex or a third party, okay? But there's something about when you left, maybe you had a sex change, okay? So that may affect your future with somebody here. For others, it's like you reunited with somebody, got intimate with them, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't want to fuck anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like playing with somebody here. I literally got an image of like playing with somebody's ding dong. Okay, Cancerians. I'm trying to be nice, y'all. Cancerians. Is it that one? Some of you could have been optimistic about this situation. I don't know which one that was, so I can't take it. Cancerians. All right, somebody might have said, all right, here's what I'm going to get. For a lot of you, there could be something about a third party involved sexually, okay? Whether that's all three of you together or one person goes and sees another or something like that. There's something about that. For others of you, you may have left somebody because there was going to be three ways or a third party, but now you're trying to come back, even though you know about it. Now you're offering to take the risk. To reunite, okay? Maybe even to move for some of you. But it's like one of those things where it's like you're confused. How can I hide it? How can I hide it? Okay? We've got Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, Aries, Taurus. All of those signs, one of those signs, they all could be relevant, or some of them, or just one. But I feel like somebody who's trying to stay with somebody, but they don't want to tell them they're afraid of three-way sex or a third party and sex, or about a third party they had sex with, okay? It's going to be different for everybody. You made a proposal because you were stuck to choose a new beginning. you left and reunited for intimate behavior and then changed it. You were still optimistic about the offer and had taken the risk to reunite and to hide that you were afraid to reunite and have sex or be involved in a third party sex situation. Okay? Whatever it is. Tower's at the bottom here. Tower's at the bottom here. So there's some sort of sudden unexpected change to a strategy. Okay? Whatever the fuck that means. Maybe you thought getting in, okay, like you didn't want to get involved with the three-way kind of thing, right? Whatever that three-way thing is. You didn't want to get involved in it. But I'm looking at the cards from before. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, maybe I should do that because I don't want to work, but I still want money. Hey, I know how I could do it. It could be something like that for some of you. All right. Or you didn't want to be financially invested in your father anymore. Okay. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I am getting a little staycation thing going on. So if you do get involved in this three-way thing, there may be some sort of like little staycation or a little getaway or something like that for a couple of days. Because I get this like a fear of prying eyes, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I got. All right. I know that's not going to be everybody, but like I said, if it's nothing sexual, it's about somebody coming back and forth with somebody, hoping like they're disagreeing and then coming back for money, okay? Or so they don't have to work. One of the two. All right. All right. Let's try. Do I want to do this one? Yeah. I'm going to do the Fallen Angel deck. Guys, this may be a continuation of that read or a completely different read. Cancerians. Cancerians, please. You're hoping to find a money opportunity through this somehow. Cancerians. All right. There's that choice card. You've got choices to make. Can be sexual in nature, can be about shared resources, can be about some deep secrets. Or even debts, like debts that need to be paid. Cancerians. You're choosing to be strong about something. I feel like what you're doing is something that's kind of going against your traditional belief systems here. But there's a financial axis to it. Like it's your driving force to push, and I'm not throwing any shade at that. It's kind of a, I forgot the word I was going to use. It's like a motivator. It's a motivator for you to push your boundaries, all right? Financially. I'm saying finances is the reason you're willing to push your boundaries now. Okay. Whatever that means. Some of you could be like strongly holding on. Also, because you have health issues, all right? That could be another thing. Or someone around you does. That would explain why you wouldn't want to work, okay? Or maybe you can't, you know? But but there's some sort of truth that's coming out as it relates to a marriage or a relationship that will be involved here. Does it say? Leave the fear everybody knows already except your father. Okay. I can't read all that. It's hard to read. The type is too small. But whatever this is, I like some of you, there may be some truth that's coming out about your relationship or about your marriage. For some of you, this is going to be about that kind of, like romantic or marriage. For some of you, this could be about some sort of legal agreement or contract, or even a relationship with somebody you know, but not necessarily. I mean, it would be somebody on a day-to-day basis, but it doesn't have to be romantic. But for most of you, it will be. All right. But some truth is going to be coming out about your relationship or about a relationship. Something about the relationship transforming. All right. So it's like, okay, we are going to maintain this relationship, but for it to survive, we're going to have to make some changes to it. Okay. That's what I'm seeing here. You may have to, like I said, there may be something about having to change your belief systems in some way, or be able to stretch them in some way. For others of you, you're only doing this because you know about some sort of legal transformation that's going on, or legal shared resources, okay, or debts even. Either way, let's keep going. Cancerians. Okay, then. This is the one that's on the table. All right. So it's going to stretch your belief systems a little bit, and it's something that you're going to want to hide, but you also want to keep the peace. All right. And I'm trying to remember, I think Venus is in your 12th house right now, which would be backroom deals and negotiations, okay? So that very much could be true for you guys, something about that. That's actually for Cancer rising, but still, it would still be relevant for you as well, most likely. All right. All right. So yeah, I feel like this is going to be a time that you are going to start to see a need to flex your openness, your belief systems. There's kind of like this balance of needing to balance the traditional versus more progressive going on for the Cancerians here. Some of you could have been in a marriage that was legally hidden also, or a relationship that was legally hidden. Some of you even with a boss. That's just some of you, but it doesn't have to be. The whole point of this is there's transitions that are coming up to your relationships that are going to have to stretch your imagination. They're going to have to stretch your belief systems a little bit. And it's going to be a little bit of a transition. It's going to be like a learning curve for some of you. And it's like, you're going to want to kind of keep it on the down low, because not everybody's going to agree with it, because your roles in relationships are changing now. Your role is no longer the one who always gives everything and receives nothing in return, okay? And some people are going to get pissed about that. Or you may have a different kind of kink or something. I don't give a shit what it is. There's something about your relationships that, say, your mother or your grandmother would be like, they would roll over in their fucking grave if they saw it. You know what I mean? Because it's not traditional. So there is a need here to find that balance. You know what I'm saying? All right. That one wants to come out. Let's see what that is. Look, that's my sex card. Trying to keep the peace here around this sexual situation that's coming up for you. All right. That's just what I'm getting. It's just what I'm getting. I do get this thing of a lot of Cancerians may have hidden health issues. And when I say that, like hidden health issues doesn't mean like you don't know about them. It can mean that. But it also can just be that it's a health issue that a person can't see. Like you don't have to have crutches for it. Something that other people can see. All right. But like a lot of you, there's something about hidden health issues. Also, let me just say this, Cancerians. I have noticed something. Dehydration usually happens during the times that I see this kind of stuff, so make sure you're drinking plenty of water, okay? You may be more susceptible to dehydration, okay? But for some of you, it's like, oh, that's why there's a staycation, because you have to get away from people who would not, I'm assuming this is why, I don't know, but like you have to get away from the gatekeepers, so to speak. So you may be going on like a little journey so that you can play. Remember what I said, playcation, okay? That's what I'm getting for you, all right? And I mean, this is just for the people who are, you know, into that or this resonates with. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't try to make it fit. Don't freak the fuck out. The person I'm talking to would already have at least a little bit of an expectation that something like this was going to happen, okay? So let's move on. Cancerians. There's a completion here. There's a completion here. You know what? Some of you may have gotten or may get scared and try to end this. All right? I have to say that. Did you hear that? That's somebody downstairs. Anyway, so there was a change. Okay, there's something that's going to happen here. The truth is going to come out about some stuff. There's going to be a transformation to the relationship somehow. Something about a legally hidden marriage ending, all right? A legally hidden marriage ending. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Something about leaving things more open-ended, okay? But some of you, I'm just being honest with you, some of you are going to get scared. And you're going to cut off your nose to spite your face, all right? For others of you, it's like, you're trying to do this so that you can hold on to somebody who was going to leave you otherwise, okay? Yeah, this is out of fear. Okay. Yeah. Whatever this is, whether it's being done, has been done, will be done, there's an element of caution that it does have to be kept on the down low, because I get this feeling that there are people that will try to sabotage it, okay? What else? Yeah, this definitely can be third party kind of stuff. What is that? Celebration? Ending a situation, cautiously and secretly celebrating that you're going to keep the peace, but you're going to have sex with somebody. I'm just putting it out there. Some of you are doing that. Oh, you may be telling the truth about this, or another person may be telling the truth about this, but I feel like there's a sexual compromise going on. That's what I feel like. And it may involve a staycation for some of you. Um, but you also know to take things slow, right? Because there is still an internal dialogue that's conflicted with this. Um, Also, I get this feeling like you don't want your family to think that you want to do this. It's your family or your mother. All right? There's something about that. You know, it feels very experimental kind of thing for a lot of you. Whatever this is, it feels very experimental. But for others of you, I have to say, some of you may have already been doing something like this and pretending like you hadn't. All right, that's just for a few. But yeah, I'm getting the feelings of sexual exploration. I'm getting the feelings of changing the structure of your relationship, still having to stay within the bounds of tradition, but also experimenting. All right, for whatever reason, that's what's coming up for you guys. It's like you know it's coming. You know what I mean? You know this situation is about to happen for whatever reason. But some of you may be like kind of living in fear about it because maybe you question motives, you know, or you question if, you know, this experimentation is going to cause somebody to leave, or, you know, or whatever it is. But that's what I'm getting. All right. Let's move on. Go to the shadow side. Shadow side for the Cancerians right now. What's the shadow side for the Cancerians right now? Why do I feel like this reading's going by so much faster than all the other ones? It's kind of weird. Cancerians, what is the shadow side for Cancerians right now? Just a reminder, for me, the shadow side is something that is a blind spot to you that you don't realize is true about you, but it is. Or it's something you do realize, but you refuse to address or acknowledge, all right? Or you refuse to work on. Yeah. All right, so shadow side for the Cancerians. Y'all, I apologize. I can't read long comments because it's so tiny, and I already have bad eyesight. So I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, but then I can't see up close because I need bifocals. Y'all, I'm old. Old as dirt. I feel like that one's the one that wants to come out. Obsessed. Obsessed. All right. There's some sort of obsession that you're dealing with. I'm getting obsessive thoughts, okay, with the third house there. Something about obsessive thoughts. All right. All right, so it says, there is nothing else that can replace my focus. An elven face, the hair entwined with bark and thorns, stares at a blank, clear, empty, round mirror. The sentence, all things led to one, and then they disappear into one until only that one remains. We chase comets and mirrors and shadows. Sometimes we actually chase cars or myths. Obsession is a trick of our perception. Many obsessions became one, and that one bloats as we take everything else. It feels like it, whatever it is, an idea, a person, or an objective, flavors our life and gives meaning to it. As all the light through a lens, it converges on a single point, and that point goes ablaze under the greatest fire. But in truth, more than enacting our life, it numbs our attention to the rest. It makes us feel more awake by hiding the rest of the world under a cloud of slumber. Obsession is a drug. In small doses, it whips. In big doses, it kills. If we drown inside an obsession, we should close our eyes. We don't die in the darkness. We just fall asleep, and then we can wake up more naturally. It's something that has to be soothed within you. I feel like there's a whole bunch of different, the way that it's reading that, there's a whole bunch of different things that you're obsessing about, but you kind of like converged it all into this one issue, all right? This one issue you're super obsessed and focused on. And it's like that is the subject that we're talking about today. That obsession is what you've got to work on, okay? Again, it's in your thoughts. And I don't mean that you don't have issues. I'm saying your thoughts about the issue are what's making it worse, okay? Let's do one more. The shadow side for the Cancerians. Calling the storm. This one is a communication or thought card also. Your thoughts are creating storms. I really am getting that vibe, okay? If you can learn to tame your thoughts by not, okay, let me just say this. How many times, think of your favorite candy or your favorite food, all right? You're obsessing about it. You want that food so bad, so bad, right? You can't stop thinking about that food. And it just so happens you don't have enough gas to get to the grocery store, whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like, something is going on for you. You're obsessing about something that you want, all right? But your thoughts about how to obtain it, all right, or something along that line, something about your thoughts are standing in the way of you getting what you want, or they were, okay? So let's go to calling in the storm. You know, there's a thing about if you're always obsessing about the bad winds up happening. You obsess about the good starts happening more. But I also feel like for you, it's because of the discussion we had earlier, I feel like it's belief systems, okay? Belief systems that you may not even realize that you've held deep within yourself, okay? That are keeping you from reaching that goal, that obsession where you can quench it, so to speak, all right? All right, so calling in the storm says, power comes not from the inside, but from connection and integration to a greater whole. The visual seed, a shaman woman wears an antler hat, dresses in crimson and brown, and holds her crow head staff to the storm. Autumn leaves spiral out of control around her as the whirlwind shakes the world. The sentence here is pull and release. Push to the limit. The eye is the only peaceful place that can be. And then Going Dark said, there is time to find and release there is a time to find and release our power. Like a spring that had been compressed to the point it has lost the memory of motion and movement. Yet there is power inside it. Finding it is called empowerment. It starts from the belief in our power, in our ability to cope, to fight, to endure, to overcome a challenge. However, too often, we are encouraged to see empowerment as something that happens only within, in our psychological space. We are not necessarily islands. We can borrow the power of the world around us, the context, the environment, the expectations. We do not control the storm. We just call it. To call the storm, we need not to fear it. And that is what will make us strong. After the storm, there is always sun. So if the sky has been gray for too long of a time, it's time not to fear the storm, but to embrace it. It will grow up, and devour our chains and our jailers. And it will hurt us as well, but it will be healthier than just staring at the chilly rain. We can restart only after we let ourselves end. Okay? So take that as you will. Advice card. These are so random. I don't even consider them really advice, but they're cards supposedly relevant for you, so we'll see what they are. Advice for the Cancerian people. Advice to the Cancerian people. Learn to deal with bullshit, all right? Sometimes you have to learn to adapt to bullshit and twist it until it works in your favor. That's the way I feel for you. So it's like, this is bullshit. Learn to deal with bullshit. It's everywhere. Just remember what other people say and do is a reflection of them, not you. Don't take things too personal. That could be part of it too. Like something that's going on that's not really personal, but you're taking it personal. Okay? One more advice card for the Cancerians, please. Hold on. I don't know if I should take that one or not. Yeah, you have to, I think you need to work on your self-esteem too. This is talking about affirmations. There's a lot of people getting that lately. It's like, you have to remind yourself, okay? It's like, don't take things personal. Just because, okay, I've been conditioned to believe that if so-and-so does X, Y, Z, it means JKL, right? And it doesn't necessarily mean that. It doesn't necessarily mean that. And so this is like, this is where that convergence is what I want to call it, is in your energy, where you have to learn to stop taking things so personally. Understand sometimes things happen from a need base that's not connected to your worth, okay? And it feels like you always want to tie it to your self-worth, and it has nothing to do with your self-worth. You are not worthless because XYZ, right? And it's saying, like, you have to remember that, like, the legend that you fucking are is what it says, you know? Look, at the bottom of the deck is get out of your fucking comfort zone. Okay? So low self-esteem could have been standing in the way for some of you, but also, you know, like I said, there's like a tradition. There's the feeling I'm getting is like a tradition that, like, you've always, whether it was your mother, your father, your church group, whatever it is, they told you that this means that, and this doesn't always mean that, you know? And again, like I said, your self-worth is so huge in this. And when I say that, like, you're going to have to test yourself, and it's going to be scary, and that's okay. Like, it happens to everybody. But I feel like if you want to feel this need you're going to have to do it in a different way. And it's going to require you to change your belief systems in some way. All right? Let's move on. Let's look at your love reading. I'm sorry for how I treated you. I don't know if I take those or not. I am obsessed with you, but I don't want to be the bad guy, okay? I feel like, and we'll see when we get a little bit further into this, but I feel like this is somebody who, whether this is you or them, there's somebody here that's sorry for how they treated the other person. They do absolutely like love, adore you, or they're obsessed with you or something like that. But there's something here that's not working. All right? And it's not because you're not good enough, and it's not because you're a bad person. All right? Has nothing to do with your worth. And I feel like that's the belief system, the main one, is that it's always tied to your worth. You know? In your head. I lied to you. I feel like to preserve, I feel like this person cared about you, but at the same time didn't want to hurt you. It could be something like that. Cancerians. There's something they lied to you about, but they didn't want to tell you because they're trying to save face or something like that. Hold on. Cancerians. Love reading. That one was the one that, well, I can't see which one it was because there's two of them stuck together. I'm only doing one more card. Come on. One more for the love reading for Cancerians. Fate stepped in. All right. You know, this could be, for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody who acted like they didn't really care that much about you, but they really were obsessed with you. But there's some kind of lie that they told you or something that they covered up. And it's like, they don't want to tell you that, but there's something that's forcing them to acknowledge it, okay? Something is forcing them to acknowledge that they lied to you in whatever sense that may be, okay? Or this is happening to you and you're, you know, it could be them or you. Fate has a way of doing that. People can keep secrets for decades, and then one day fate steps in and goes, you're not going to hide that anymore, you know? If you do, you're going to lose some really great opportunities. So your person is having to man up, or you are. Cancerian love reading, please. This person had been gaslighting you, that they wanted to run away with you and be with you. telling you basically that you were sure of perfection, that you were their fantasy. Cancerians. But there's something about, remember me saying there's something about being taboo or something somebody wouldn't approve of here. There's other people's opinions that are standing in the way of your relationship. And also someone who has a hard time opening up. This person, actually, I feel like they do, like they were scared of their own feelings somehow. I don't know what this is. They made it sound like they wanted to run away with you, and that part is a gaslighting card. The next two parts, I don't know if this is gaslighting or they're actually saying this, but they're saying you're perfection, you're my fantasy, but other people's opinions are standing in the way of the relationship that I want to have with you. All right? And it's making it hard for me to open up emotionally to you. And it's like, but I do feel lost without you, okay? Cancerians. Love reading. Twin flame. You activated my soul to find my true purpose and destiny in life. You helped me heal in ways no one else could. Thank you for finding me again this time around. All right. So this can be a twin flame. That can also mean that you guys are mirroring each other. Okay. If it's not your twin flame and you know it's not your twin flame, it's just somebody who's mirroring back to you so you can work on things about yourself that you see through them. Okay. Cancerians. It also talks, I mean, to me, a twin flame, whether it is one or not, with that card coming out, there was some sort of strong connection, though. This person likes to talk to you. Or that's what they're saying. They think that you're smart, but they also know that they hurt you in some way. Okay, that's what it is. Because what they wanted from you was against your belief system. So it's kind of like, you know, you deserve all the good things in the world right now, but I'm not in a space to give you the type of connection that you deserve. Live your life and let me go. So let me pull one more here. You hurt me. All right, let's look at this. You know, for some of you, the hurt is because you couldn't accept them as they were. Or accept their, you know, it could be like you had differing belief systems. So you were like, if you can't be this way, then I can't be with you. You know what I mean? There could have been something along that line, like, and that part hurt them. And they don't want to be blocked by you, and whether this is like literally blocked or energetically blocked from you, because they think you're a special person, but they're having a hard time being intimate with you, even though they're feeling lost, because they're feeling hurt, because you couldn't accept them as they were. All right? Or this is the other way around, okay? They couldn't accept you as you were. So that is all I have. If anybody wants me to pull one card for them, you can put your name and then the dash and then the subject. I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. So it'll be like Casey dash career. You know what I'm saying? Give you a minute to do that. And if nobody does, then I'm going to go ahead and move on to some more readings. Yeah. All right, guys. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all again soon. Bye, guys.